online gaming, horse racing, and casinos will be taxed. They will be taxed at 28% each one, and they will be taxed on full face value.
This announcement by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman after the GST Council meeting on the 11th of July has spooked many, especially the ones in the online gaming startup ecosystem. There is more confusion than there is clarity. So, we at Moneycontrol spoke to experts to decode what 28% GST levied on online gaming means for players and the skill-based gaming industry. India has seen a significant upturn of online gaming thanks to affordable smartphones and cheap data plans. The thriving online gaming industry has also witnessed a growth of real money gaming called RMG or pay-to-pay platforms. The market was expected to grow at compounding rate of 27% to more than $8 billion by 2027. However, these RMG or pay-to-pay platforms revenue also depend on skill-based games.
MeitY's technical regulation related, and also they're probably likely to provide a list of those which are possibly recognized kind of, or inclusive list or an exclusion list, whichever they're going to do. That is largely on the side of regulating them and identifying certain whatever games which are beyond the realm. What we are taking as a position is this is purely on the taxation.
In simple terms, a skill-based game can be defined as a game or contest in which the outcome is determined by mental or physical skill rather than a chance. Chess, carom can easily be considered as a skill-based games because they depend on your mental and physical capabilities. However, there is a grey area in determining whether the game can be classified as a skill-based or a chance-based game. The question that arises here is, how much skill?
Whatever be the decision on each of the game being either skill or chance-based, or being both or being neither, is not what we are looking at. We are purely looking at that which is being taxed because it creates value, profit is being made, or a wager is being levied. Based on the wager, people earn windfall, which is what is betting all about.
First and foremost, a game of skill can only be won on the expertise of the player. The moment money gets involved in a chance-based game, it can constitute as gambling. To distinguish between the two, Indian courts have often relied on dominant factor test. The dominant factor test focuses on whether the outcome of the game is determined more by the participant's skill rather than by chance. While states have their discretion on deciding whether a game is under the ambit of skill or chance, many high courts in India have drawn its parallels with the other skill-based games like horse racing. For example, fantasy gaming, a popular format among the Indian youth, has been classified as skill-based games in some states, as it involves team selection and analyzing the player's performance and the game. Another test that is also internationally considered is the material element test. The material element test analyzes whether chance plays any meaningful role in determining the outcome of the game. Regardless of skill being a dominant factor, if chance plays a meaningful role, it will be deemed as gambling. So now you understand how difficult or tedious it is to come to a conclusion in classifying a game as a skill-based or a chance-based. In 2021, the Supreme Court dismissed the petition against Dream 11, which alleged that Dream 11's fantasy sports app amounted to gambling, wagering and betting and is not a game of skill. The Apex Court upheld the judgment passed by Punjab and Haryana High Court and Rajasthan High Court, where the legality of the online fantasy sports format as offered by Dream 11 as a game of skill was sustained. Despite this, Dream 11 cannot be played with money in several states, including Odisha, Assam and Andhra Pradesh.
It is not the rate of tax that really matters. It is on what it is levied. See, when somebody enters an online game, then there are two elements to the amount he pays to join the game. This is called the contest entry amount. The contest entry amount has two parts. One is the table fee, or the money that you pay the online gaming platform, which accrues to the startup or whatever company is organizing the game. The remaining is a stake, which will go into the final winning. Suppose you join with 100 rupees. Typically, 10% is the table fee, which is charged by the platform. So 10 rupees accrues to the gaming company. 90 rupees is the stake. Then the two parties or how many participants play, and the winner gets that money. Right now, till now, the gaming industry has paid a cumulative 2,200 crore rupees as GST, and that is being charged on the platform fee, what is called the gross gaming revenue, the money that actually accrues to the gaming industry. The GST Council decided, no, we will charge this GST at 25% on the entire amount. The company actually gets only 10 rupees, but they are being asked to pay 28 rupees as tax, which means they will have to take this amount from the stake. So the stake gets reduced drastically. Right. And then finally, when the winner wins this payout, he has to pay 30% tax on this winning.
The impact on the companies would be if the users are not motivated to play, then automatically the traction on the platform itself will be reduced. And once the traction is reduced, the earnings of the companies would be reduced. In such cases, the revenue would be dropped down by almost 80-90%. And like the bigger companies or a startup, there will be no differentiation. This would result into the job losses, and the new job creation which was expected in next 5 years would not be done. The whole industry would be ruined up. Let me give an example of it. Suppose a user is playing a 100 rupee contest. So on 100 rupees, directly, as per the yesterday's decision, 28% would be deducted as GST on it. So 72 remains with them. And suppose let's say 10% is charged by the platform fee. So 10 more 7-8 rupees would be deducted as a platform fee. So only 62 rupees remains. And whenever the user wins, so he'll be getting 120 rupees. So on putting the 100 rupees, user would be able to win only 120. And on that 120 also, 20 rupees additionally what he won. On that 30% TDS would be applicable. So basically the winning is reduced to almost 14-15 rupees net off.
We hope that you found this video informative, and for more such content, keep watching Money Control.